Welcome back to part 2 of Deadbeat Doctor's Husband Leaves 2-year-old in the car to die while he's day drinking, playing PlayStation, and watching. So as I mentioned in my last video, Christopher has 3 children with Erica, one of which is now deceased because his selfish needs were more important than her life, and a now 16-year-old daughter that he had with a previous partner. That 16-year-old alleges that she suffered abuse at the hands of her father numerous times, 9 of which got CPS involved. Several of those reports allege that Erica was part of the abuse, which I find that allegation to be more believable knowing that this woman shortly after the death of her 2-year-old daughter went on a family minus 1 deceased child vacation with her husband, despite knowing that they were on a family minus 1 recently deceased child vacation because her husband was allegedly supposedly too busy being drunk by noon, booze cruising with a minor child in the car and pleasuring himself while their daughter cooked to death in the car. But okay, yeah, enjoy your beach vacation. But she still continues to defend her husband, which I can't fathom that. I really can't. So the CPS reports, June 28th, 2014, there's an allegation of physical abuse against Christopher Scholtes made by the now 16-year-old daughter. January 23rd, 2017, there's an allegation of physical abuse made against Christopher. September 26th, 2017, there was a report made about alleged neglect, physical abuse, and emotional abuse by Christopher and neglect to the child by their stepmother, Erica. February 11th, 2019, there's a report made alleging neglect by Christopher. December 12th, 2019, there's a report of alleged emotional abuse by Christopher. April 21st, 2020, there's a report alleging neglect by both Christopher and Erica. September 15th, 2020, there's a report making allegations of emotional abuse by both Christopher and Erica. November 30th, 2020, there is a report alleging neglect and emotional abuse to the child by both Christopher and Erica. And then a December 1st, 2020 report alleging neglect against Christopher again. Then on page 2 at the bottom it says a subsequent report was received on June 27th, 2025 with allegations of neglect and physical abuse to a sibling by their father and stepmother. The report also included allegations of abuse to the sibling by the father. But then it says by Lance Sauvard, I think that's a fucking typo by Child Services, by the way, that was alleged to have occurred in 2020. The investigation resulted in the removal of 1 child from the father's home, but the other siblings were determined to not be in present danger and remained in the home. But if you notice, the report does say that the child transitioned to their mother's care. That was in December of 2020, which lines up with this timeline. And mind you that the judge in this case just ruled that the fact that this man was allegedly watching while his daughter died in the car is information that will not be heard by the jury. This story enrages me. Make sure to like and follow for more. Thanks for choosing Facts Over Fuckery, and I will see you guys on the next video.